Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Tomorrow, the Niners got a big, tough game coming ahead of them. Last week, we pulled out a surprise victory against the St. Louis Rams. I'll be honest, it was an ugly football game, but because my team was on top, I felt like we played a damn good game, but against the Rams. So it is what it is. I looked at the schedule. We play Carolina this week, and I know that the next week is another tough game before we play Dallas, a team that right now, played good. With Tony Romo being hurt, we don't really know what this Cowboy team is going to be. But the next 2 weeks might be ugly. When I think about Carolina, you got to think about them going to the Super Bowl last year. They came up a little bit behind the Broncos, but then again, I think a lot of people were wanting the Broncos to win the big one because of Peyton Manning, and for him to ride off into the sunset as Super Bowl champion, and to ride off as one of the best quarterbacks of all time. But of course, you got to think about, it was looked at as the future against the past, or however you want to bill it as, with Cam Newton being there. He took a hit last week. He's already said that he's going to play. It is what it is. They're going to be a damn good football team. But the 49ers have to remember that just 2 years ago, Carolina, who was looking to make steps, trying to show that they were a real competitor in the National Football League, not only in the NFC, circled the San Francisco 49ers. Is this the team that they needed to beat to get on the radar of a lot of teams out there in the NFL? And they beat us. It was looked at as sort of a surprise victory, but a lot of the real analysts out there were saying that if you really study these teams, you would have saw that Carolina was an up-and-coming team, and they looked at us as a chance to show the world who they were. The 49ers, if they want to be looked at as a real team that are coming together, they need to stand up to this team. They can't just lay down. I mean, we're probably not going to beat the Panthers. It is what it is. Gabbert can go out there and have the best game of his life, and the defense can show up and play a great game, but the Panthers are probably a better football team than us. It is what it is. These guys were in the Super Bowl last year, and they didn't really take a lot of hits other than Josh Morgan leaving and going to the Washington Redskins because they couldn't they couldn't work out a contract between them. But what can you really say? Can the Niners show up and play a game like they played last week? I mean, the Rams, I think, they gave up over 100 yards in penalties. They punted the ball 1,000 times to us. They couldn't basically move the football against us. The 49ers said they knew what the Rams were doing before they did it. So I don't know how they were getting tipped off, or they just studied too much film or whatever it is. But I don't think we can do the same thing against the Panthers. I love making these videos, and I always predict the 49ers are going to win. This is the tougher than tough game. It is what it is. I wouldn't put money on the 49ers to win this game, so we'll have to see. Just looking for a good showing from Carlos Hyde, seeing how well the offensive line is going to come together and be able to move the football, running it, which sets up the offense for Gabbert to be able to pass the ball. Hopefully we'll be able to spread the ball with that high-powered offense that we're running, that Kelly's bringing in from Philly and Oregon. It worked last week. It is what it is. Who would have thought that the third down superstar would be able to make those passes? That 4th and 7 was beyond crazy. So it is what it is. I think we're looking for a moral victory, and hopefully we can stand up to the Panthers and not just get kicked down in the dirt. But it'll be fun to see what this team really is. That's what we're going to find out on Sunday. Peace out, everybody.